Hey guys, Stealth here and welcome back to War on the Sea. I almost said Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts there. War on the Sea, Episode 9. Currently we are trying to invade Guadalcanal and Task Force 9 is on its way out. These guys have been successfully defending the fleet, the transport fleet. And on top of that, I believe they did some bombardments. As you can see, Guadalcanal is smoking. I don't know how well the fight's going to go, I don't know how long it's going to take place for, but at least Task Force 9 doesn't really have any business being there. Task Force 8, North Carolina, Amsterdam and Meehan are moving into support and will hopefully be there soon. I'm not sure how well these ships are doing. You cannot, as far as I know, check their stats when they're on here, but you can click World and see how they're doing. So let's have a look. Yeah, see the Meehan, as I was expecting kind of, is heavily damaged from a previous encounter. So this means that the Meehan's going to have to go back to base. So what I'm going to try and do is get a destroyer over here as quickly as possible. Since I have 58 points, I can easily buy a couple of destroyers. So let's say that I want a couple more Fletchers out here. The Fletcher itself is in use, but the Nicholas is not. And we're also going to have the Waller. For no particular reason. Done. Set a course over there. 14 hours. In the meanwhile, the Meehan is going to detach and make its way back. So you're going to split. And you're going to set a course back. Because that thing is going to need repairs. Over here we also have Task Force 10, whatever's left of it, Northampton and McDonough, setting course back to base to get fixed up. And Task Force 8 is almost in position to drop off any kind of cargo that they carry over to the base here, Renal Islands, so that I can start getting more stuff from this position, more support. ASW2 is still on patrol. Gato is on patrol. Grouper and Growler are on patrol. So yeah, we can just proceed as normal. I don't believe I have any fleets which are not doing anything yet. Task Force 9, but I don't really want to have these guys move around too much. I believe they haven't been detected, which means that they're not that likely to be at risk of attack. So I can just keep them there until the destroyer escorts from TF8 arrive. Currently, Task Force... oh, what? Oh, okay, that's confusing. We have two Task Forces 8. This Task Force 8 is going to unload all of its cargo. And with that, the base over here at Renal Islands can be upgraded. Now I can only pick either the naval base or the air base because I only have 100 fuel. So fuel is a constraint. If I can repair ships here, that might be easier. So let's go for a naval base. And let's see with the Meehan if I can repair her here. 8 hours. These guys go back and pick up some more supplies. And this Task Force 8, the other one, is going to arrive hopefully soon at the North Carolina. Let's see. It's a level 1 base. If I want to get it level 2, I need more supplies, more engineering and more fuel. Or I need a bit more fuel and I can set up a small air base there. Now, what can I do from here? Because I cannot get... Well, I cannot spawn in new ships. Makes sense. I mean, it's not a shipyard. Can I release it here? No, it has to be near the home port. Okay. Could I resupply it here? Must be within 13 nautical miles, rank 3 or above. Okay, so what use is a level 1? I cannot rearm. I don't want to pick up any cargo. What use is a level 1? If nothing else than just to be a stepping stone to level 3, I suppose. Anyway, you're going to have to head all the way back here if you want to get your ass fixed. No. Meehan. I'm not even sure what is setting a course from over there. Here we go. Task Force 9 on the way home. We still have 3,949 troops over there. You guys, you can merge. Meaning that the North Carolina now has a better effort against submarines. Formation, circular. With the second one being the lead. So I want to swap these guys with their positions. This means that we're going to have Amsterdam, North Carolina, Waller, and Nicholas. And with these, I feel more comfortable moving towards Guadalcanal to try and support. Alright, and now we wait for a contact. Whatever it happens to be. Oh, ASW-2 has an aircraft flying over. Looks like a scout. Maybe we can shoot it down. Activate radar. Where's that bird? Bearing 262. There you are. Range, 8,800 yards. Scout aircraft. By the looks of it, it's going to fly right over my group. So maybe we can shoot it down and deprive the enemy of some further vision. That would be great. The thing is, it does take ammo to shoot that thing down, of course. And in the case of the destroyers, that means high explosive ammo is going to be used. It's not necessarily ideal. But I mostly have these guys out here to fight submarines. If they find anything larger than a submarine, they probably won't be able to take it down. Unless I get a lucky torpedo hit. But that's not that likely. Let's just put it like that. It's not that likely. So these guys are just here to fight submarines. Nice aerial view of my two destroyers. So far the scout plane seems to be going through without getting harmed at all, interestingly. Oh, that got it. They're now directly above the Jenkins. Are you really this inaccurate with your anti-air fire? Ah, there you go. Okay, good work. We can proceed. How many supplies do I have over here? No fuel, no engineering. Great. Enemy aircraft spotted near Gato. Yeah, but the Gato cannot really do much against that. That came from the south. Set a course to the south. See what you can find over there. Sure, they know I'm coming, but that doesn't mean that they have any assets that can do anything against it. You guys also over here, ASW2. Just to see if there's something useful out there. Oh, you guys are back at base, or close enough. So I can select both and release those from command. Oh, you're not there yet. Encounter with the Gato. Oh yeah. With what? There is an encounter that I cannot ignore. Oh, no, sorry, I can ignore it. It's just the aircraft again. So you boys, carry on. Release from command. Yes. Enemy ship. No. Something near Task Force 9. Like what? Aircraft. Really? I don't have an aircraft carrier here. Maybe North Carolina has aircraft? Kingfishers. This does not look like a scout plane though, so I'm not going to send out my precious scout planes so they can get shot down. No, we're going to just have to use our guns. Relying on anti-air. Formation looks good. Amsterdam's leading it. Let's see where the enemy aircraft are coming from. Activate radar. That goes for the whole task force, actually. Hello. Fighters? So I'm not seeing any underslung bombs, nor a bomb bay. Now, those of you who are, again, the history buffs probably have identified this thing instantly. I have not. So I'm not exactly sure what I'm looking at, but regardless of what it is, I want it shot down. Because aircraft can strafe your ships, and they can do damage while doing that. Somewhere up there. Here. It's not quite what you're hoping to see. That fire seems so random. Oh really? In pause mode I cannot even swing my binoculars around? Okay. Yep, there we go. It just did a strafing run against Carolina? Minor damage aboard North Carolina. They managed to start a fire on the starboard forward section, but they're also doing a strafing run, I think, against Nicholas, which also took minor damage. This one is coming in against North Carolina again. Look at him go! And here comes the second aircraft. Also doing a strafing run. Seemingly also very interested in North Carolina. But no, she's too high. No, there she goes. Here comes the strafing run. Look at that. What sort of stuff are you strafing me with? How the fuck are you capable of causing fires aboard the North Carolina? Look at that, not even a few. 1, 2, 3? The hell? Shoot that thing down. That was really, really, really brazen. Just look at that. Holy shit. Can we kill it? Please? That's a speed of 287. It's probably a 0. It's full speed. I'm not sure if... Oh, air target cannot be classified. Fine. Looks like it's gonna make a run for it too. Oh, hold on. Are you gonna come around for another attack run? I shot down 3 of them. Of course, the real question is, where did they come from? Did they come from an aircraft carrier nearby? Did they take off from Guadalcanal? I don't know. But I really would like to find out, so I can set a course for it and start taking it out. At least, ideally. North Carolina's fire was under control, but is no more. Fires are actually spreading on North Cal. Fix those fires before they start raging out of control. Aircraft lost. Yeah, there we go. That thing is spreading right on the bow. There we go. Fires are out. Integrity can be repaired. I'm not too worried about the North Carolina, but the Nicholas and the Waller, much, much, much more fragile than a battleship that gets engaged by a strafing run. So once the fire's out, we should be fine. There we go. Fires are out. Oh. Spontaneously another fire begins. For some reason or another. Fix that. And another one? The hell? It must be spreading from the central compartment here. I want those fires out before I leave the conflict. Look at that, here we go again. Do we need to have another cruiser come by and start hosing down the North Carolina? Because these fires just keep moving throughout the ship. There we go, there's another one. It's not like I can preventatively do damage control on the other ones. Fixed, fixed, there's another one. This is getting nuts. Amsterdam. We're kind of running the whole fleet into the ground here. Put that out. 20, 10. Out. Can we get it out before it spreads again? 20. Nope. Jesus. Out. Seriously, kill it before it lays eggs. Kill it before the fire spreads to a different compartment. Because it just seems to be able to do that at will. Let's try not to ram our friendlies. Fire is out and out. Okay, excellent. Now we can leave. Aircraft shot down 3, damage none. Right, so where the fuck did that come from? Give me a Kingfisher. No loadout. Course. Just do a general scouting run. See what we can find. Because there might very well be something out here that's trying to do us harm. What else is happening on the map? Well, we're still looking for that mysterious aircraft launching thing down there. The guys over here are down for repairs. How long? 10 days? At least the others are coming back very soon. That's good news. Enemy ships spotted near TF9. TF9 is the North Carolina. We got 2 destroyers, 2 light cruisers, and 2 heavy cruisers. Okay. In that case, I want a formation that's not circular. I want a line ahead. Led by Amsterdam, followed by North Carolina, and then by destroyers. I think that is the best formation for now. Begin. Looks like once again the Japanese need to be taught their place. Activate radar. Sonar and radar. Sonar and radar. What you got? New contact aircraft? Really? Like another flight of aircraft around. Alright. Let's start working on ID. All ships. Engage the lead target. That one. Target 1. ABX turret. Launchers, port and starboard. Some smaller secondary guns. Auba? I can already see people typing furiously in the comments. Oh my god, that identification was painful. Seriously, fuck off. I don't know all of these ships by heart. This is not an Auba because it has a 3rd turret. So that could be the Miyoko. ABCXY. 4 funnels. As was instructed on previous videos, I misidentified a Tenryu and called it a Kuma. This thing has 4 funnels. What are you? Not a Momi class. Fubuki, this is all DDs. Kagero, Akazuki, Kuma, Tenryu, Nagara. Nope. I'm missing 1 funnel. Not the Nagara. Sendai. That looks like it. 1 funnel. Slightly higher than the rest of them. I'm going to say that's the Sendai. Shit. Target 2. Identify Sendai. Target 1. Identify as not the Sendai, but the Auba. See, I want them to change this, because the way that it's... Fuck's sake. This... See, if I click something on the map, I don't want to have to target it first before I positively identify it as, well, whatever the fuck it is. This is the Auba. This... See, now I need to target it first without engaging it. And now I need to say, aha, this is the Miyoko. Otherwise, the game goes, the target that you selected, target 1, that is the ship that you were looking at, so that is the ship that we're going to identify. I find this counterintuitive. So now I have to press T, go to target 4, look at target 4, and say that that is the Nagara. Target 3. Look at target 3. 3 funnels. So that could be a Kuma class, I guess. But I'm seeing torpedo launchers. This thing also has torpedo launchers here and there. Yeah, I think this could be what we're looking at. Kuma. Target 5. Look at 5. Dual torpedo turrets. And torpedo launchers at that. Turret, turret, turret. 2 funnels. 1 big, 1 smaller. I'm gonna say it's a Hatsuharu. Status on my ships. Everybody's good. We're currently engaging these guys as best we can. Range 12,000 yards, which for me is really comfortable, but for the DDs, not so much. Let's slow down a little, improving our firing solution, which is already 66%. Damn. It's not really a fight that I want the Nicholas and the Waller to take place in. Range 11,000 yards, which is... What was the range again? 14? 14,000 yards. So yeah, they might be able to hit that. Let's give it 1 degree. I have 10 torpedoes. We're going to just launch all of them. Nicholas firing 10 torpedoes, 1 degree spread. These cruisers already took a large chunk of damage. The other one, seemingly unscathed. And it seems like all of my ships are fine. I'm not seeing any fires or anything else. None. None. Flooding on Amsterdam. Sorry, on North Carolina even. Interesting. Oh, they struck me through the bow belt armor. Which is probably weaker. Amsterdam, let's not completely go starboard. Currently whacking the Alba over the head. And there she goes again. Firing solution. 76. We're going to definitely fire narrow spreads now. You are going to have some issues. Yeah. Large plumes of smoke. Amsterdam set a course here. I'm gonna have the Nicholas and the Waller disengage. Just get the hell out of here. Because these guys are my ASW screen and I don't want them taking part in this conflict. They're too fragile. Amsterdam and North Carolina can definitely handle this. Because they very well should be able to. Are you dead in the water? No, she's still doing 22 knots. I would prefer to get a complete kill before I switch targets. Also because I have to rebuild my targeting solution. Now there are torpedoes heading this way from the Nicholas. It's going to take me a while before those arrive though. It is interesting to see yet another cruiser slash destroyer group here. I really wasn't expecting that. I know they have a lot of ships, but it feels like they have a lot more ships than I do. And the difference between them and me is that they keep losing ships. And I do not. Well, not that many anyway. What would be great if this game had a free cam. Because I can look at the target, I can do a chase cam, I can look through my binoculars, but what I cannot do... Well, sort of. So I can roam around, I can go up and down, I can switch to below or above water and below it. But what I would like to do is see if I can find my own torpedoes. And I can't. Range 8,000 yards. That might be a bit close. Firing solution should be great. 84%. Couple more chunks of damage. I really need a kill here. They're operating in a really tight formation. If those torpedoes are going to be any good, then they might cause all sorts of issues for this group. That's the hope, anyway. I just took another hit. Whoops. Her speed is 18 knots. Whereas not too long ago it was 22 knots, so she is definitely starting to take on some water. Stern looks a little lower than it should be. Oh shit. Heavy damage. I need you to disengage. Right now. She took a lot more damage than I was expecting. Nicholas. Mostly fine. North Carolina. I'm going to need you to take up the slack that the Amsterdam is going to leave when she disengages. So all of the ships are now single. Ooh. That could very well be meant for the Amsterdam. In case it is meant for the North Carolina, I'm going to increase speed and turn to port. Actually, no, we're going to turn to starboard. I don't want to get too much closer to them. But that was lucky that I caught that. It could have been very easy to miss. Any chance my torps are going to get anywhere near? Is that it? Right there? It might be. Yeah, it looks like my torps are over there. Good. Minor damage on North Carolina. Doing 12 knots only. Yeah, those torps at. They need to follow my torpedoes camera. I'm not sure if the Amsterdam is going to make it through this one. She seems to be in a really poor state. There's flooding all over the place. Some of which cannot be fixed. Are my fire directors out, or what? Oh, the stern turrets are out of commission. Interestingly, it doesn't show that here. It shows them as okay. Whereas when I'm looking at them here, it says, nope, we're not doing so hot. Full turn to avoid any torpedoes. Alba's gonna ram. Unintentionally. Are those my torps? Or is that the wake? I think those torps, if they were coming close here, they have already passed. Yeah, here. Ooh, they passed really close though. Holy shit, Miyoko just made it out of that one alive. Interesting. Because of that hit, unintentionally, it looks like... Really? It looks like I accidentally hit the DD. Hold on, can I actually see that from the North Carolina? That's the damaged Amsterdam. Yep, right there. Those guys just sailed right past / through each other. Don't ask me how that works. I'm going to switch fire to the Miyoko for a while, because I think that the Aoba might sink by itself. Considering the amount of damage she took, she's either going to burn up or flood. But going on with further damage there is probably not necessarily ideal. Whereas dealing with the Miyoko that's coming my way, that could be something that deserves my attention. 62% ID, or sorry, 62% solution. Looks like a hit. Yeah, that DD definitely took a bit of damage. There's the very, very much burning Oba. What are you trying to do, Miyoko? Are you really going to try and come towards me? There's probably smaller secondary fire from the North Carolina. That looked a bit more impressive. 96%. Holy shit. Amsterdam sinking. No! My heavy cruiser. Crap. Now I'm definitely going to need revenge. Shit. At least the DD seem alright. And it looks like the Miyoko also got hit. Excellent. She is deep in the water. Could be sinking. Look at that. Her bow is almost level with the water. Excellent. Range is 5,800 yards from North Carolina. Increase to 20 knots. We're getting a bit too close here. I don't need to be this close with my battleship. Another hit. She stopped firing. I'm not sure why. Because normally they just keep firing until they either run out of ammunition or sink. The alt director on the Kuma. If it is the Kuma, I don't know. It's no, it's not impacting the Miyoko solution that much. Gotta say, North Carolina throughout this campaign has done a lot of work. She has been instrumental in getting rid of a lot of Japanese ships so far. That heavy cruiser's probably toast. Good. There's the Aoba still. Props to the Japanese damage control parties for, well, still keeping that ship alive. Turn hard to starboard, because bow turrets are no longer capable of hitting the target. Fortunately, so far, I have not yet encountered a Japanese battleship. Could be only a matter of time until that happens. Or the AI doesn't use them. I don't know. At any rate, I'm quite happy about it. Because I would like to encounter a Japanese battleship when I have an aircraft carrier. Not necessarily before that. Oh. Did they knock out that turret? Yeah. Starboard secondary guns out of commission. Main funnel took a bit of damage. Overall, they're fine. North Carolina can take a hit. That's for sure. After a good 20-30 minutes more fighting and shooting at Japanese ships, I was able to sink the entire Japanese battle group, but unfortunately at some cost to myself. The Amsterdam has been sunk, and the North Carolina was able to run into 2 torpedoes due to poor mismanagement or poor management by me. She will be repaired, but it's going to take a while before she's back in the fight, so I'm going to have to send her all the way back home. The enemy fleet has been completely destroyed, yielding another 45 command points, and with that, potentially enough to get me another aircraft carrier. So these guys, time to go home. Set a course back here. It's going to take another 27 hours to arrive. Overall, I've sunk 3, I think, if not 4 enemy battle groups here. So you'd think that the Japanese at some point are going to run out. But so far, well, not really. They don't really seem to have run out of ships to send at me. Anyway, next time around, time to buy more ships, hopefully get the Enterprise back into the fight, and with that, have my actual aircraft carrier ready for deployment. Hope you guys join me then, subscribe if you haven't already, so you can get a ping when the next video is up, and I'll see you guys soon for the next episode.